One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Raiders will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a...
There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Williams looking for a man. Complete. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
This defense has been a stone wall. Snake gets it done.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his running.
Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Morton. Makes the catch, it's Stone. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grab near the sticks, it's Carter. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The give from the gun. Got a little space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Now on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Washington. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The pitch to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quickly to the tight end.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. And the Red Raiders pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, maybe a double pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to run it to the right. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They want to run this quarterback. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
On the ground, it's Coleman. He breaks a tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Williams will pass. They're working that left side. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
In the backfield, it's Williams. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And the Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Morton. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there in the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the shotgun. Finds a little space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. Looking for his man in the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
One more snap coming before halftime. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Carter. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got it in the middle. It's Stone. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He might want another play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. Oh, if only he wore a half-size smaller shoe. Maybe he keeps that foot in bounds and complete in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Trying to beat him to the left. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
On the run, still looking. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Under fire. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Big fella moving. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Back to the ground with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Washington sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Morton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gets it away off his back foot. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Coleman.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback will keep it. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Flying down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You can punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the move, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. On the move. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. These corners going to give them some space. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They took it right down to the wire, final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season.